Well, there are two kinds of people in this world, right? There are those who kind of passively walk through a museum, right? And then there are those who stop to read every sign. And I'm not sure if this comes as a surprise to you, but I am the latter. I love museums, and I also love to talk, which is why I am very excited that Signals is a new museum here in our area on the history of communication. And we have Mark and Gina here to walk us inside. Guys, welcome to the show. Grand opening this Saturday. How are we feeling? You said it's been a busy few weeks.
It has been chaotic, but it's been great.
We're ready.
We're excited, ready to get the door open.
Well, and we're so excited to get for that preview here on the air this morning. Again, museum highlights communication technology, right? And so I'm so curious too for your passions. Out of all the things, you know, we could have taken a deep dive into, communication technology. Why was this something that's important, and what do you all have set up there again throughout the museum when people take a tour?
Mark, tell us why that was important for you.
Well, we live with these cell phones. We get all of our information from cell phones and that now, but it took a long time to get to a cell phone.
Yeah.
We had a process from starting with the telegraphs and telephones, and I just love the idea. Information is so important to us, and so I enjoyed that technology.
It's interesting too. I mean, you mentioned some kids have never known a life without a cell phone.
That's right.
What do you hope those interactions be? I mean, you got different kind of rotary devices. That's videographer Patrick kind of experiencing out some stuff. Tell me about kind of the curation process behind the scenes. I mean, you guys collect artifacts, I imagine. You have all kinds of different experiences. What's that work like again for building a museum?
You have to find the item that is going to fit into the thing. Then you have to clean it up because they're usually dirty, came out of a barn or something like that. Then you got to get it working, and then you got to polish the cabinet and get it looking good. So it's a big process.
Yeah, you go to estate sales maybe, I imagine, or people kind of donate
sales,
these things?
auctions, all kinds of places.
Wow. And again, we know it's also not just things of old. We were kind of seeing too kind of some virtual interactive experiences. Tell us what those look like.
So Signals is very unique in that it's not just a static museum. There's so many interactives with everything from telegraph to telephone to AI characters. So it's not just a collection of items. You know, we want people to be educated, and educated means, you know, a lot of time hands-on. So we've included interactives into the museum so that it's not just a static come and check things out.
Again, so many wonderful offerings that you have. I'm also hearing something about a dog that's going to be a fan favorite, Nipper the dog. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so
Nipper dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Nipper's an interesting advertising icon. It was offered to Edison first, and he turned it down, and it came back and it was bought by the guy that became Victor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And again, we're seeing all the previews that are here on the screen. And guys, we are just so excited. I'm curious, kind of in you know, when you look at all of it, again, this coming up this coming weekend, but when people walk through this museum in particular, anything you hope they learn? Again, communication has evolved so much, and you mentioned in a day that is so hyper-focused on technology. What do you kind of hope the big takeaways are when people experience Signals?
Well, technology never ends.
Yeah.
It's a process, and that's kind of what we want to walk our visitors through, is a 200-year process of communication technology.
Yeah.
But we want them to end with, well, what's next? You know, what's going to happen? What's coming up? What is going to build upon this? So we're hoping that they come through and kind of get an idea of how things are based on other things, but then what's coming up? Where are we going to be in 5 years? 10 years down the road?
I love how, again, innovation does not stop. I firmly believe that we are made by a creator, and therefore we create, right? And so we are constantly just on the move and doing more things. So, guys, we are so excited. Again, so grateful for the work that you've done to bring this together. Again, grand opening this weekend. We also want to stress, I think, even available maybe for some kind of private parties, private events. What does that process look like?
Right.
Everything, again, people need to know to come on out where you guys are.
Sure. So we have an event venue there at the museum that's available for rent. It actually has like a nice staging kitchen, a good area, and get this, if you have your event there, your guests are going to have full access to the museum. So it's not only just an event venue, it's a space to experience. Yeah, so very excited. Again, grand opening this Saturday, we want to stress, and we'll have all the location details also on tvliving.com. But for now, Mark, Gina, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Have fun
it.
this coming weekend. We appreciate it. Thanks.